We're in the company of Prahlada, the demon lord. And although he's a demon, he seems to be quite a good egg. After the demons were soundly trounced by the gods in a bloody battle, he converted to worship of Lord Visnu. And Lord Visnu, we're told, granted him the boon of self-enquiry. And we're coming to the end of an extensive section on Prahlada's subsequent contemplation. And as I've mentioned before, there are competing strands within the Yoga Vasistha, primarily between the yoga of self-enquiry and the traditional yoga of body and mind purification. But there's another possibility, and that is that the Yoga Vasistha is actually taking the major strands of Hinduism and weaving them into the rope of self-enquiry. There'll be some evidence for that later on. The point I want to make is, though, that we do not have to get involved with the particular strands, especially if you're not a Hindu. My concern has been that because pranayama is promoted in the Yoga Vasistha, then we might feel that we ought to start practicing it. And this isn't the case at all. If you practice pranayama, fine. If you don't, also fine. It's not necessary for self-enquiry, but it might be useful for other purposes. The reason I mention this now is because in this particular part of chapter 36, on page 264 of my edition, there definitely seems to be this yogic strand. Prahlada continued to contemplate, abandon vanity, anger, impurity and violence, for great souls are not overcome by such base qualities. Like pain, these things have a great drawing power on the attention and the emotions. When we get caught up in these things, we don't like to question them. We prefer to justify them rather than question them, which means we're no longer aware. So all these, what we might call negative tendencies, we can see as an opportunity to come back to awareness. Remember past sorrow again and again, and with a cheerful attitude of mind inquire, who am I? How could all this happen? And be free from all that. So with a cheerful attitude of mind, when you're caught up in sorrow, let's not make a drama out of it. The drama of being a victim of woe is me. But we look into it. Basically what we're being exhorted to do here is to look past our own deep pain. When you feel sorry for yourself, you're getting involved in that pain. You're accommodating it. But look beyond it. When you look deep into yourself, the chances are you're going to find a lot of pain. And it's the pain which we spend a lot of our life running from or trying to avoid. We're looking for our comfort zone. But we can look deeper than that and ask ourselves, well, who am I that's experiencing it? There might just be these uncomfortable sensations, but we promote them by giving ourselves a sense of drama about them. And don't dwell on past pain. All that is past, and all the sorrows and anxieties that burnt you have ceased to be. This is when you get in touch with your essential self, when your attention is focused on itself. There might still be awareness of pain, of emotional pain, but keep looking beyond it, keep looking beyond it. keep the attention on itself, and realize that that is actually free from pain. Today you are the sovereign of this city known as the body. This is when you're established in realization of the self. And even as one cannot get hold of the sky with his fist, sorrow is not able to lay its hand upon you. Now you are the master of your senses and your mind, and you enjoy the greatest delight. This is very much the yogic way of talking, mastering the senses and the mind. But really, in practice, the mind and body undermine us. They tend to operate against our own best interests. We might have addictions, unhealthy habits. What's all that about? We might be caught up in fetishes. We might be a danger to ourselves and to others even. Even though Prahlada's a demon, he's gone beyond all that. He's no longer being led by his senses, he's no longer being tormented by his mind, which you would think should be the natural condition, wouldn't you?